Hey, yo, what's good, people? What's good, lab techs, all the visitors, the returning OGs, everybody that rock with us. Man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good? It's Monday. I am your host, DMR. This is Back to the Lab Live, the Back to the Lab podcast, where we celebrate classic hip hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in a cashmere sweater. I got to do my official, hand rub. Somebody told me I ain't been doing the rub all 2025, man. We got to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, what's good, everybody, man? Look, if you're new here, or if you're a returning lab tech, like I always say, man, put your city, your state, your hood, your block, you know what I mean, man, just rep, put it in the comments, man, so I can know where you're from. I might have some people where you at, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, shout out to my daughter, Dev, tapping in. What's up, Dev? I see you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have shared experience with us today. She is working on the road, but she is here in spirit. But Dev is here. Dev is in the next room. We rocking out. You know what I'm saying? I see my kinfolk DM the most is up in here. Detroit tapping in. Well, Texas by way of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? What's really good, man? So I'm not gonna even hold y'all, man. The clips dropped on Friday. It's been crazy. The rollout has been crazy even before the release. But since the release, man, them dudes been popping up on everything. I seen them with Elliot Wilson. I seen them on the Breakfast Club. I seen them rocking with what's my man name from Fear God? Lorenzo. What's his name? Lorenzo. I forget the dude name, but the Fear God cat. Like they just been everywhere, man. They been doing their thing, and I love this shit. I see my bro tapping in, man. Range Rover Reed up there in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? NJ all day. What's good, fam? What's good? But let's get back to this clips real quick. I'm gonna just tell you like this, man. You young niggas ain't got yourself nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got yourself nothing. Because if we talking about a 49-year-old and a 52-year-old spitting the way they spitting on this album, y'all got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta address the people, because over the course of the past few years, I've been seeing memes and all kind of videos and everything, man. And it's something like, if you over 40 trying to rap, you need to hang it up and try jazz, unk. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is getting real greasy out there with the, yeah, rap ain't for you no more, man. You need to try some R&B. You need to try jazz, unk. Look, man, the clips just showed y'all that age don't matter. If you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And then to double back on that, look at Nas. Look at niggas like Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? LL. All these cats been dropping, like Common. Everybody been dropping albums that's like over 40. You know what I mean? So you young niggas ain't got yourself shit. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You fuck around, get me back in the studio, and you're really gonna be in trouble. You know what I'm talking about? And all the ones that know. I'm like the mayor on Do the Right Thing. Doctor, those that know won't tell, and those that'll tell won't know. Boy, hey, I'm coming for y'all, man. But anyway, y'all know how we do here at Back to the Lab, man. We celebrate, whether it's a birthday, an album anniversary, if it's the day that your album went triple platinum or when you released your first single, whatever, man. We just like to make sure that we put a stamp on these dates, man, and give flowers and pay homage to these OGs, man, that's been contributing to hip hop all throughout these years, man. You know what I'm saying? They've earned the homage, they earn the respect, and they earn the mentions. You know what I mean? So without further ado, man, look, it was 7/13 yesterday in my city. And for those that know, that's 713 day because that's our area code. So all the OGs was out and about doing their thing, man. You had Lil Kiki, who really kind of like put the stamp on the date and made it an official thing for H-Town. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Paul Wall, you got Slim Thug that was out and about doing his thing. You got DJ Michael Watts that was out and about doing his thing. Whole lot of local people was doing things for the 713. You know what I'm saying? So big up to my city, man. Big up to the H. It ain't no place like home. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I visited a lot of places. I enjoyed myself while I was there. Met some dope people there. Got family everywhere, but ain't nothing like H-Town. You know what I'm talking about? So shout out to the SUC. Shout out to all my Northside Swisher House niggas. Everybody that was repping yesterday, man, for the 713. Bro, I wouldn't want to live nowhere else but right here. But yeah, man, what it do? So what y'all been jamming? You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comments. Let me know. I hope y'all been jamming that clips. Man. But if you haven't, it's really a good listen. You need to go check that joint out. I've played it. I can't even count how many times I played it. My daughter played it. She likes So Be It. You know what I'm saying? And what's the other joint? Far Ahead, Far Ahead of Niggas, I think that's the name of it. Far Ahead that niggas is behind. I like FICO, I fucks with the Birds Don't Sing. Like the whole joint go hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't listened to it, I promise you, it's a 10 out of 10. It's something that you can ride all the way through, man, from beginning to end. You're gonna love this joint. You're gonna love this joint for real. So we also had June 27th a couple of weeks ago, and that's another date that we celebrate out here in Houston too, man. So we got June 27th, we got July 13th, and then there's a lot of other days. We got July 20th, DJ Screw birthday. Then we got Mr. 3-2 day coming up. So it's a lot popping off in the city, man. I will admit, I don't be, ripping and running, hitting the streets, trying to hit everything and, chasing these events like the storm chasers and shit, man. I got to pop up over here. I got to be over there. Yeah, man, look, sometimes that shit get a little tiring. I try to show up at, what I can. And sometimes it be like like, to me, I would say it's the most important to me, and I got to be there, so definitely want to shout out to everybody that was out in the streets yesterday and on June 27th. Actually, for June 27th, we was in New Jersey, man. So I wasn't here anyway for that, but But yeah, but 713 was a hell of a day, man. I saw the posts, the reels, everything about what everybody had going on, and the shit was dope, man. The shit was dope. So my boy DM the most, he say the Clips is saving hip hop. Yes, man. Yes, I really got to say, man, them boys came back and showed us what it's all about. When it comes to bars, man. Because I feel like niggas done forgot about bars. Everybody been on like the beats and the vibes and everything. And you can tell because a lot of the songs that's been coming out ain't really over 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? They not over 3 minutes. They not giving you full verses. They're giving you more of the hook than verses and everything. And I think Clips has made bars important again. And I'm not gonna say all by themselves, because Kendrick, Cole, you know what I mean, niggas like Papoose, you got a lot of spitters out there that has made bars important again. Make lyrics great again. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get up in there. That's gonna be my campaign. Make lyrics great again. Yeah, you heard it here first with your boy DMR, man. So I got a good, like, 6 or 7 albums that's gonna be in my playlist for this week. And y'all know I like to bring it to the table and share it with y'all, man. So if you don't know, we celebrate milestone anniversaries here on Mondays, because it's too many albums, too many classics out there for me to talk about the 12th anniversary of this and the 8th anniversary of that and the 13th anniversary of that. It's too much. So what we do here on Back to the Lab on Mondays is we kind of narrow it down, man. We go by the milestones. So if it's 10, 15, 20, 25, so forth and so on, then that's the type of shit that we bring to the table. And I've said it once before and I'll say it again. Every album that I talk about ain't always a classic, but it means something to me, or I feel like it means something to the culture, and it should be, it should be played, it should be spent, So the joints that I got on deck for today, yes, I think these are the joints that should be in rotation for this week. You know what I'm saying? Along with that Clips album, you know what I'm saying? Let God sort them out, along with that Clips album too. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got up first, man. Oh, first and foremost, I gotta say this. Make sure that you're following us on all the social media platforms, man. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and subscribe to us on YouTube. You know what I mean? We're at back_to_the_lab. Back to the lab. You know what I'm saying? And if you Google it, man, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find it. If you just type all the letters in together, you're gonna find us, fam. Because we ain't hard to find, like Pac said. You know what I'm talking about? So I hope I'm not missing any preliminaries. Cher is usually good with that when she's here, but I gotta lean on my own memory when she ain't here. You know what I'm talking about? So let's get right into it, man. I got some classics for y'all today, man, that I feel like deserves a mention and deserves some spin this week. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it. We're going to go to 1990 and we're going to take it to the Bronx, man. We're going to take it to the Bronx. BX, NYC. Let's go. Y'all remember this joint right here? You know what I'm saying? I got beans, rice, and bread on my shelf. This is the first album we're going to talk about, the first album we're going to discuss today, man. This is Boogie Down Productions, and the name of the album is called Edutainment. Yeah, Edutainment, man. I always love that title, because it's education and entertainment wrapped up in one. You know what I mean? So this is one that's going to definitely be on spin for this week in rotation. It's been a while since I visited this, man. Lately, when I think about this album, the first joint come to mind is Love's Gonna Get You, of course, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot more on this album, man, that if I listen to it nowadays with a different set of ears, I'm gonna get some gems out of it, man. Like I said, it came out in 1990. I was only like 14 years old. But that's the good thing about doing what I do now is I get to hear these albums with a different set of ears, man, a more, mature me, and I get to hear these joints. And I take a lot away from these joints nowadays, more than I did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's break it down, man. Let's break it down. This is the fourth album from Boogie Down Productions, BDP. So it's their 35th anniversary. The label that this was dropped on was Jive RCA. Production was done by KRS-One, D Nice, and Pal Joey. And features, it wasn't really many features on here as far as lyrical, but with the skits were called like exhibits. So you had like Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. Those skits were done by Stokely Carmichael, aka I want to say it's Kwame Ture or Tour. I don't know how to pronounce. I know him mostly by Stokely Carmichael, and also that was Sidney Mills from the group Steel Pulse featured on this album. With some instrumentation. You know what I mean? Chart wise, it peaked at number 32 on the Billboard 200 and number 9 on the top R&B and hip hop albums charts. And it's an official solid gold certified album by the RIAA. You know what I mean? So big shout out to KRS-One, D Nice, man, Miss Melody, rest in peace. Rest in peace to DJ Scott LaRock. Shout out to Just Ice. The whole DJ Red Alert, cool DJ Red Alert. The whole BDP, man. Big love to them cats. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to Miss Melody, and rest in peace to Scott LaRock. You know what I mean? So if this was one of your joints, talk your shit, man. What did you like about this album? We got the radio show on Wednesdays, and I'm thinking about playing Love's Gonna Get You on Wednesday. But if you think it's something else that's like a certified banger from this album, man, put it in the comments, let me know, or DM me sometime, before Wednesday. And I'll think about playing it on the air, man. But for the most part, I think I want to play Love's Gonna Get You, man. Love's Gonna Get You is that classic joint. Yo, salute. I see my sister Angie tapping in. What's good, girl? Yeah, we had a good time the other day at my bonus mama's birthday party, man. So, shout out to my sister, man. Shout out to my bonus mama. I love y'all over that, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So let's see. My boy Rocker Bash say Black Man in Effect was his joint. So Rocker Bash, let me ask you this. So when it comes to playing, a track on the radio this week, would you say that I need to play Black Man in Effect, or do you think I need to play Love's Gonna Get You? You tell me. DM say Love's Gonna Get You. You know what I mean? That's my joint right there. Because where I'm at, if you're soft, you're lost. You know what I mean? That's the shit right there, man. That's the shit. Hey, yo, shout out to the Hip Hop Commission Worldwide, man. That's my fam right there. We are hip hop enthusiasts who uplift, discuss, embrace, everything that promotes the culture. You know what I'm saying? We talk hip hop. You should see our chat, man. Our chat is just crazy. Topic after topic after topic. Like sometimes it'd be like 3 or 4 topics going on at one time, man. So shout out to the Hip Hop Commission Worldwide. So I brought them up because we have a thing, where we, to help us determine what to listen to throughout the week. Every day has a theme, you know what I'm saying? So we have Midwest Mondays, we have Tri-State Tuesday, West Coast Wednesday, and Wu-Tang Wednesday. And then we have Down South Sunday, you know what I mean? So edutainment, that's something I think I'm gonna spend tomorrow, man, for Tri-State Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Tri-State Tuesday gonna be lit because I got a couple of other joints that we're gonna talk about tonight that fit in the Tri-State Tuesday box. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the comments real quick. Fam Rocker Bash says the interludes with Stokely Carmichael were very educational and entertaining. No pun intended. This was a thinking man's album. Of course, man. Filled with a lot of socio-political stuff, man, black activists, black activism type of stuff, you know, and especially in this day and age, this shit right here come in real handy, man. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I feel like groups like BDP, Public Enemy, even niggas like Ice Cube, man, you know, was ahead of their time. And, you know, these joints was dropping in the 90s. You know, this shit was ahead of his time, man. Poor Righteous Teachers, you know, even Nas, man. Nas was ahead of his time. So, yeah, you know, this is a great climate, man, to bring back some of these joints right here, some of these albums, because they hit different now that we going through, you know, certain shit. Not like we wasn't going through it before, but it's at an all-time high and it's right in our face. You know what I mean? So a lot of this shit is gonna come in real handy right now because we living in those days, man. Like it's even more and more in your face nowadays. So absolutely, man. That's what we talking about. One more comment from my boy Rocker Bash. He said, "Black Man in Effect, because everyone knows love's gonna get you." Black Man was an album cut that is more relevant than ever, that more people need to hear. Okay. Well, I'm gonna think about that then, Rocker Bash, man. I definitely appreciate your opinion. I will definitely, you know, give that a few spins, man, just to kind of let it sit with me for a little while before Wednesday. And I might end up playing that. Cause you're right, man. Everybody know love is gonna get you. That bitch just got that bang though. That love's gonna get you just got that bang. That 808 on that joint, man. That shit was crazy, man. Crazy. All right, let's get into the next joint. She say my second mama be watching my page sometimes. I love that, man. Tell Ann I love her. You know what I'm saying? I'm always dropping gems on here. So she can tap in. She can subscribe, all that. You know what I'm saying? We welcoming everybody, family, friends, foes, all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Come on in, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm talking about? So this next one is a good one, man. This is this joint right here is from 19. Let's see, what is this? This is gonna be 1995 for this joint right here. 1995. Oh, I'm finna surprise y'all real quick. Check this out. Second joint that we gonna celebrate. We still on the East Coast. Oh, yes, indeed, man. All right. This is Jazzmatazz Volume 2, man, The New Reality. This is the second album from Guru of Gangstar. Y'all know the legendary Gangstar, made up of DJ Premier and Guru. Rest in peace to Guru. You know, this was the official release date on this album was July 18th. Oh, and real quick, let me go, since I missed the other one. When it comes to edutainment, the release date on that one was July 17th, 1990. Just want to make sure I didn't forget that. All right. But back to Jazzmatazz, man. The official release date was July 18th, 1995. This was on Chrysalis Records. And this is the second installment of Guru's Jazzmatazz album series. You know, I put this on earlier today. I was kind of having a bad afternoon, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into too much detail, even though usually I do. But for the sake of time, you know, I'm just, you know, I was having like a little bit of a tough time around, you know, the afternoon time, you know, 1-ish, something like that. You know, I put this album on at work and it smoothed me out, man, mellowed me out. I ain't gonna lie. I think I reviewed this about 5 years ago. You know what I mean? And to revisit it was hella dope, man. And I still had my stars next to my favorite tracks on this bad motherfucker right here, man. So yes, let's get into some facts about this album, man. Drop some facts real quick. Production on this joint was done by Guru himself, rest in peace. DJ Premier, y'all know DJ Premier from H-Town, all right? True Master, you know, of the Wu-Tang affiliation, and many more, man. Features, this is dope right here. Features, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, baby, come, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Hey, let me stop. Let me stop. That's all I want to do, Shaka Khan, baby, because I feel for you. Hey, stop, man. Hey, so I can't help it sometimes, man. I be on my shit. I be on my shit, man. Y'all just got to rock with me. You know what I mean? Another feature on this album, Bahamadea. Shout out to Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? And Bahamadea is dope. You know, she had the perfect little afro back in the days, man. Big love to Bahamadea. Cool Keith from the Ultramagnetic MCs and many more was featured on this album, man. Chart wise, it peaked at number 78 on the Billboard 200 and number 16 on the top R&B and hip hop albums charts. So yes, man. I love this album. I love the vibe that it gives me when I put it on. I should bump this a little bit more than I do now. But that's what this shit is all about, man. You know, because it's so much music out there. You know, you get reminded, you know, every now and then of something. You go, oh yeah, I gotta go jam that. Oh, I gotta go jam that. You know, so with this one, you know, I'm gonna tell you like this: when I'm in traffic, jazz hit right, but sometimes I do want to hear some hip hop. So why not get a little fusion, a little hip hop and some jazz? You know, dope album. You know what? Let me pull it up and I'm gonna tell y'all my standout tracks from here. You know what I'm saying? Let me get there real quick. I gotta pull up Apple. But yeah, man, it's all about this dope ass music. It's all about this dope ass music. Let me go to the comments while I'm pulling this joint up. I don't know why this was so polarizing among Gangstar fans. Guru collaborated with Brand Nubian, and his love for jazz music was evident in Words I Manifest. I like Volume 1 more, but this is fire. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Shout out to Big Suge, man. Shout out to Freddie Fox, you know, aka Bumpy Knuckles. Yeah, man. You know, the whole Gangstar Foundation. You know what I mean? Let me go back to this album so I can let y'all know my my standout tracks from this album. Definitely the one with Shaka Khan, Watch What You Say. I definitely love that one. Let's go. Pull it up, man. What's going down? What's going on? The joint don't want to pull up. All right, fuck it. I'm going to go to the track list then. I got the track list right here. I just want to go to the Apple and check it out. All right, so Living in This World, Watch What You Say. I do like For You with Michelle Ndegeocello. Y'all remember her. Medicine with Ina Kamosi, and that's True Master on that one too. Now y'all remember Ina Kamosi. Here come the hot stepper, murderer. I'm the lyrical gangster. You know what? I heard a commercial the other day with that Ina Kamosi song, but they wasn't saying murderer. They wasn't saying that part. It's like, here comes the hot stepper. And they were saying some other bullshit. But you know, it was on some friendly shit on TV. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, they didn't really say, you know, what Ina Kamosi say when they used this song for a commercial. You know what I mean? But back to the tracks. I do like Lost Souls. Respect the Architect, because that's the joint with Bahamadea on it. Yeah, man. Young Ladies with Cool Keith, Big Suge, and Patra. Y'all remember Patra? You know, pull up to the bumper, baby. Yeah, man. Banging album, man. Banging album. And I ain't gonna even lie. When I was playing it at work, my boss man came in. I mean, even though he wasn't, I wasn't gonna turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dominic, man. But he came in looking like, what is this? I was like, it's Jazzmatazz by Guru. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let it play. Let it play. Let that shit rock. You know? So yeah, man, definitely put this one in rotation this week. Keep it in rotation even a little bit longer if you want to, man, because it's that kind of album, man. You know, it's a banger. It's a banger. Oh, how the hell did I put the countdown back on? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you like jazz, man, and you want it to soothe you and everything, this right here, this is your shit. This is your shit right here. So let's run to the comments real quick, man. Run to the comments. My boy Razor Blade say, yeah, this that vibe. Guru brought that vibe with this album. Rock a Bash. I got hip to drummer Bernard Purdy and trumpeter Freddie Hubbard from this album. Dope, dope. Feel the music is on there. Yeah. Oh, yo, shout out to my boy Neek tapping in. I see Neek up in the building. What's up? What's up, fam? He commented. He said, Brandy loves Jasmine Taz. Is a press player for her. She says she has a Jasmine Taz story out in Cali. Oh, you got to share that. You got to bring that to the tape. You got to bring that to the Players Club. You know what I'm saying? Got to hear this story right here, Brandy. Don't hold out on the stories from us, man. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, put this one in rotation. And then so I was talking about the commission. I guess this still fits into a Tri-State Tuesday type thing. It's Tri-State Tuesday. Guru originally is from Boston, but settled in Brooklyn. Him and Premier settled in Brooklyn. And they like Brooklyn representatives, to the fullest. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what it is. Yo, look, share the experience and tapped in. Hey, share. What's up, boo? Share up in here, man. What's good? What's good? Hey, I wish you was here sitting right there in front of me, man. I miss you, girl. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't let me get all all cheesy and lovey-dovey up in here. You know what I mean? So what we got next? Oh, I just looked at my list. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, we about to get into it. Check this out, y'all. So we was in BX and we was in Brooklyn. Now we're finna bring it to the H, baby. Let's bring it to the H. Oh, I see my brother Kev tapping in. What up, Kev? Yeah, Kev was in town rocking with me this weekend, man. Big up, man. I love you, bro. It's always good to see you, man. Chop it up, break bread, bro. I love you, man. I'm glad you came down to check on your boy and check on your niece, you know what I'm saying, and your family and everybody, bro. So, yeah, that shit is real. Okay, yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Here we go. Oh, my God. Man, hold up. Some of y'all might not know about this. Some of y'all might, But this is the debut album from the late, great Big Mo, a.k.a. the bar baby of the Screwed Up Clique, man. This is City of Serb. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, now you know, man. This was on Rec Shop Records. Rec Shop won't let me love nobody else. Hey, man, this is one of them joints. Matter of fact, I was just playing it before we started the live, man. Just kind of refreshing myself, but banging ass album, man. Banging. So the official release date on this one is July 18th, 2000. So the 25th anniversary is coming up here in a few days. All right. Production on this joint. Note D, baby. Salih Williams, Double D. Blue. If you gotta tap into this H-Town shit, man, this H-Town production, man, because a lot of the OGs, man, that you probably don't know what they produced or featured on, man. Look, they got they start here. You know what I'm saying? All your Mike Deans and your N.O. Joes and everything, man. You got to check us out. So I said that to say this. So cats like Double D and Note D, you got to do your homework on them, man. Salih Williams, please do your homework on them, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the bangers that you probably know of, especially if you like that South shit, a lot of the bangers that you know and love, man, they had something to do with some of them joints. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, indeed. Yeah, this is a classic joint, man. Features on this album, Lil O. You know what I'm saying? Bag. Give me 50 feet. That's Lil O right there. The late, great Big Hawk. The late, great Big Pokey. Rest in peace to both of them, man. ESG, the Freestyle King. Tight Eyes from the group Pimp Tight. That's another Rec Shop group right there. And many, many more. Yeah, that's just to name a few. You know what I mean? And on the chart side, let's talk about the charts real quick. Now, It only peaked at 176 on the Billboard 200, but it peaked at number 52 on the top R&B and hip hop album joints. It peaked at number 8 on the independent albums, and it peaked at number 9 on the Heat Seekers album charts. So, man, listen to when I tell you, man, Big Mo is a H-Town legend. Y'all have to check this album out, man. You have to check this album out. Let's see, my boy Rocker Bash. He said, I got some homework to do on Big Mo. So let me tell you about Big Mo. Big Mo is kind of like, so he was a singer, but he can rap. You know, and when I say he's a singer, like this dude really could sing. You know, he really could sing. He wasn't like, you know, some of these cats that just sound good, they can hold a note. Like he really sung, you know, he hold the note, carried the note, rocked the note to sleep the whole nine. You feel me? This is not just somebody who was kind of, you know, okay with the singing. Like he was really, really good with the singing. You know what I mean? Big Mo made a song on this album called Man. And let me tell you about Man. That would be the song that I would pretty much recommend if anybody wants to know anything about Big Mo. I would say go jam Man. Because if you remember Whoa by Black Rob, they kind of paid homage to the Whoa song, to the Black Rob song. And instead of every line, they say, you know, whoa. Like, whoa. But on this song, they were saying, man, I done took a Sprite to the head, like, man. And to my head, like, man. Like, you really got to go check this shit out, man. If you like Whoa, this is the down south version of Whoa. You know, Man. You got to check that one out. And Bar Baby with Renetta Spencer on there. That is the daughter of a H-Town legend who jump on a lot of hooks, man. You know, a singing legend named Ronnie Spencer. You know what I mean? So has his daughter on there. Now of course, she's older now, and she put out her own music, doing her thing. Got a lot of the H-Town legends on her joint, collaborating with her too, man. So yeah, man, you really got to check this shit out. So yeah, and Purple Stuff. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Back to the comments. My bro Razor Blade, he said I heard of him. He did that joint Purple Stuff. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Big bro Kev said Mo was a choir boy. Yeah, man, straight from Third Ward, Texas, too. You know, wish I would have had a chance to meet Mo, man. You know, talented dude. I think he ended up dropping like 2 albums before he passed away. It was this one, and I think it was Purple World. I think he ended up dropping those 2 before he passed away. You know, but yeah, man, rest in peace, Big Mo. This is a classic album, man. Y'all go and jam this joint right here. The debut, like I said, and it's celebrating the 25th anniversary. Rec Shop Records. D-Rec, holla at me, D-Rec. I'm trying to get you on the show. I really want to talk to you about building this label, Rec Shop. We got to make something happen, man, real soon. You feel me? All right. So yeah, man, this was that joint. This was that joint, man. So if you want to get into that H-Town shit and do a little bit more homework on Big Mo, man, please feel free and hit me in the DM and tell me what you think, man. You know, let's have a little chop up session about it, man, so we can, compare some notes and shit. Ain't that how they say? Compare some notes. All right, let's move on to the next joint, man. We still in H-Town. On this one. It's a good one, and it's crazy that these albums came out on the same day, man. H-Town shit. You know what I mean? 713 was just yesterday. So I guess this kind of like a little mini 713 celebration. All right, let's go. Hey, man. Say, man. Y'all can laugh all y'all want to. I know y'all heard the stories about T.I. and Lil Flip with the beef back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of them H-Town classics right here, man. This is Lil Flip, the Leprechaun. This is his debut album, 25th anniversary. It was on Sucker Free Records. Production on this joint. Solo Jemison, Todd Willow, and a cat by the name of Jaime, S-U-C Jaime. Let me take y'all back real quick. Do y'all remember the song Willie D is the clean up man? He'll sweep your girlfriend off her feet. Yeah, that was Jaime on the hook. The reason I know so much about him is because he scooped up an old girl of mine. You know what I'm saying? Swept her right off her feet, right into the jag. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Go fuck with this album right here, man. A lot of classic, a lot of legends on this album right here. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug, ESG, SPM, Big Hawk. Rest in peace, Big Hawk. Again, you know, Big Hawk was on Big Mo album as well. So yeah, rest in peace to Big Hawk, man. And many, many more. Many more was featured on this joint. Chart wise, it peaked at number 53. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Peaked at number 67 on the Billboard 200 charts, number 34 on the independent album charts, and number 36 on the Heat Seekers album chart, man. So, yes, indeed. And I don't have any information as far as it being platinum or gold or anything like that. But yeah, man, that's one right there for the city, man. The city loved that one. Let me pull up some of the track list, man. Some of the tracks. Let me see what was on this joint. Let me see what else was on here. So of course he had the main single "I Can Do That" came from this album, but he has other songs on here. "Every Day" featuring TC, Lil Marquise, Taz, Big Shasta. The Realest Rhyming, that's the joint with Slim Thug and ESG on it. Put Your Fist Up with South Park Mexican and Young Red. Dirty South, Young Red again, and Big Hawk, aka HAWK. You know, a lot of joints on here, man. A lot of joints. So it said the album in total is about 2 hours, you know, because you can see it's 19 tracks, it's a double CD. So yeah, man, put this joint in the mix for this week. Put this joint in the mix. You know, look at my sister. She say, swept her right off her feet, right into the jag. Cause you was using her face as a punching bag. Yeah, man. My sister, she remember this shit. Don't ever get it twisted, man. Look, my sister knows her shit, man. My daughter, like everybody that fuck with me know about hip hop, man. You know, either I put them on or they went on and jammed the shit on their own. But I'm the one that really put all my family on to the hip hop. You know, they might have been proactive and went on and found something that they liked on their own time or whatever. But I introduced my whole family to hip hop, man. So congratulations. You know what I'm talking about? You've been schooled, you know, by Dame. You've been put on. You know what I'm talking about? I love this shit, man. I love this shit. Oh, I did see a comment. Let me go back up here to Rock a Bash, man. Let's see what my bro said. My bro say the Beef 3 DVD of Lil Flip and T.I. beefing is some of the funniest but stupidest reasons for beefing I've ever seen. LOL. But on the real, Lil Flip can freestyle his ass off. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But let me put you on to something real quick. So if you didn't know, I'm finna tell you right now, man. In H-Town, some of the freestyle gods in H-Town is Lil Kiki, ESG, Lil Flip for sure, and it's got to be somebody else who dope on the freestyles. Somebody else who dope on the freestyle, man. I don't know, man. I think that's the top three, though. That's the top three. Paul Wall might be dope on the freestyle. Yeah, I think Paul Wall is dope on the freestyle. Thugger, you know what I'm saying? Because all them Swisher Highs and all them SUC joints, man, all that shit, bro, was mostly freestyle. Mostly freestyle. They would just be in the studio vibing, you know, put a beat on, let the whole crew wreck on that motherfucker, man, and there you go. You got a mixtape, bro. So yes, indeed, man. Big love to the SUC and big love to Swisher Highs, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Big Steve was a monster too from the Wasp Nest. Big Steve was a monster, man. Rest in peace to Big Steve, fam. Look at my sister. She say, yep. since '89. Yeah, I've been putting on, man. I've been putting my whole family onto this music. That's why my daughter was be listening to the clips. She like, yeah, I like that album. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I love this shit, man. I love what I do. All right. Now it's about to start getting real crazy. Getting real crazy, man. Because look, I got 2 more albums and then I got my album of the week. All right. Since we still in the South, let's do it like this. Let's go to ATL. We still in the South. We still in the South. Let's go. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's fuck up some commas. Let's fuck up some commas. Yeah. Oh. She say, and don't like me cousins. Oh, yeah. So bleep that part out, and but yeah, I'm gonna do my thing. Let's fuck up some commas. Yeah, man. This Future right here with Dirty Sprite 2. I wish I was drinking a Dirty Sprite, but I'm drinking some clean water out of a nice Houston Astros World Championship cup. You know what I'm saying? It's not a double cup, styrofoam. You know, it's water. Water. You know what I mean? Oh, she say Youngstar. That was another freestyler too. Yeah. Oh, I see the Toby N. Wigway, the Purple Rain joint. Yeah, my daughter, she love that. She love that right there. Yes, indeed. Yo, let's get to this. Let's get to this Future. This is Future's 3rd album, 10th anniversary. This was on A1, Free Bands, and Epic Music. Production on this joint, man. Oh, man, I'm talking about a star-studded production lineup, man. You got Metro Boomin. You got Sunny Digital, Southside, Zaytoven, and many, many more. Many, many more, man. This is one that we should put in rotation this week. I guarantee you'll love it. I played it this morning when I first got up. It got me ready for work this morning. Got me ready for work. And then don't you like that album cover too? There's a channel on YouTube where they got like lava lamp, like ink and stuff like that, different colors, fireworks and stuff like that. I like putting it on channels like that because it's real relaxing. They got this relaxing ass music, man. It sound like the shit good for your chakras and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this album cover remind me of. Remind me of them YouTube channels, man, with them relax your mind videos and watch the colors and all that stuff, man. The lava lamps and all that. So yeah, man, this is dope. I played it. Now I ain't gonna lie, man. I used to hear a lot of stuff about Future, about how Future running the South and this and that and this and that. Future wasn't really on my radar like that. I knew how important he was to the culture and everything, especially ATL. But I did a little research, man, and Future really, really do numbers, man. The dude really do numbers, and I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. The only feature on this album. Can y'all guess who's the only feature on this album? I give you a hint. He's from Canada. That's easy right there. The only feature on this album was from Aubrey Drizzy Drake Graham. You know what I'm saying? On the song Where You At, produced by Metro Boomin. Where your ass was at when I was even in the door. Where your ass was at when I was even in the... Where were you when a nigga needed help? Didn't do myself. Hey man, yeah, this was all right. This was all right. It got me, hyped this morning when I was getting ready for work, man. Thought it was a drought. Groupies, Stick Talk for sure. Freako, y'all remember Freako? That kind of sampled the Master P and True and them. Freakos, bounce your ass, let your knees touch your elbows. Yeah, that's bangers, man. Slave Master, Blow a Bag, Rich Sex. But ain't nothing like fuck up some commas, man. Ain't nothing like fuck up some commas. That's my joint. That's my joint on this album. You know what I'm saying? Chart wise. Feel me on this one, all right? That's when I say I did a little research, the man do numbers. Check this out. This album hit #1 on the following charts: the Billboard 200 and the top R&B and hip hop albums charts. Certified triple platinum. It's crazy. And let's see, this is a 10-year anniversary. So this was 2015. Was niggas still buying physical copies? Was niggas still buying physical copies in 2015? Remind me. Remind me real quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, here's what I want to get to. It's the chart shit like in other countries. Check this out. It was on the Belgian charts. Belgian album number 98. It was on the Canadian charts number 5, on the Dutch albums charts number 95, on the French album charts number 161. The Swiss album charts number 85, the UK album charts number 56. My God. And then check this out. This is really, really interesting, man. You rock with me for a minute. Let me get some water right quick. Rock with me for a minute. Now, I say they peaked at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and the top R&B and hip hop charts, right? Check this out. So on the year-end charts, it ended in 2015 at number 42 on the Billboard charts. So this is July. So it dropped in July, and it was still number 42 at the end of the year on the Billboard 200. And the Billboard 200 is all genres, right? Okay. Now let's go to 2016. It was still on the charts in 16, all the way down to the end of the year. By the end of the year, it was number 28 on the Billboard 200 and number 20 on the top R&B and hip hop album charts. We're not done. By the year 2017, it was still on the charts. We talking 2 years later. At the end of the year, it was at number 97 on the Billboard 200 and number 66 on the U.S. top R&B and hip hop album charts. I'm still not done yet. In 2021, at the end of the year, it was at number 182 on the Billboard 200. This is ridiculous, man. I'm not done. By the end of the year of 2022, it went from 182 up to 159. We talking 7 years after the release. And it went back up to 159 from 182. All right? Still not done. Still not done. 2024. By the end of the year, it went from 159 on the Billboard 200 to 118. By the end of 2024, that was just last year. I'm gonna say, man, the fucking album been on the charts since 2015. It's been on the charts for 10 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? And not just the regular chart. I'm talking about the Billboard 200. That's all genres. And that's all new release music as well. So this is very impressive, man. Big, big love the Future. You know what I'm saying? And then it said the decade end chart. So by the end of, so what was that like? So at the end of 2019, at the end of 2019, it was at 139 on the Billboard 200. Man, look. I didn't know Future was really doing it like that. Now I knew he was doing numbers. I knew everybody loved his shit. I knew he always had a new single out. You know, he stayed in rotation. But I just didn't know that this album by itself stayed on the charts, man, for 10 years. That's hella impressive, man. Big, big love the Future. You know what I mean? Like I said, certified triple platinum. It's platinum in Canada. And it's silver in the UK. Silver in the UK. So in Canada, to go platinum, you got to sell 80,000. And to go silver in the UK, you got to sell 60,000. So Rock Bash, when we do this collab album, man, we're going to put it out in Canada. All we got to sell is 80,000 units, man. We went platinum. You know what I'm talking about? So let's get it together, man. You get them beats, get them rhymes together so we can make this shit happen. We doing this one for Canada, fam. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, let's go, man. Let's see. I got one more before I get to my album of the week. One more before I get to my album of the week, man. Just a small little break, real quick. Just reminding y'all one more time, man. Follow us on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. We everywhere, like Al, you know what I'm saying? Add back to the lab. Don't forget the underscores. You feel me? All right, let's get to it. One more joint, and then I'm gonna get to my album of the week. Let's go. Let's go. Now, this one gonna be a new one for me. I started playing it a little bit early today, but I stopped because I need to be in the zone when I listen to this. I gotta be in the zone, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Papoose' second album, You Can't Stop Destiny. You know what I'm saying? On Honorable Records. So it's a 10-year anniversary on this album right here. Big love to Papoose. I saw him at the Rock the Bells Festival. I saw him in 22, and we saw him, just now in 2025, man. So Papoose, man, you a legend out here in these streets, man. Big love to you. I'm gonna bump this album, but I gotta be in chill mode because Pap is a lyricist, man. Pap will take you down through that with the bars. One song he did, the alphabet, from A to Z, and like every word he was using started with that letter. Like not just not a like a but and the, like, nah, he was really giving you wordplay with every letter, with the A, with the B, all the way down to Z. Then the nigga started going backwards. He took the Z and took the shit all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So Pap, you wild, man. You wild out there, bro. We got love for you, man. So production, let's talk production on this joint. DJ Premier, we talked about Premier a little bit earlier with the Guru joint, Havoc from Mobb Deep, Run Browse. Y'all remember Run Browse? Now let it rain, clear it out. Let it chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Yeah, that was a Run Browse beat right there. You know what I'm saying? Showbiz from the Digging in the Crates crew, and many, many more, on the production. Features. Let's talk about these features on this Papoose album. Remy Ma was on this joint, of course, because everything was copacetic at that time. You know what I'm saying? Troy Ave, Mano, Red Cafe, like my dopest Brooklyn underground drug dealer rappers. You know what I'm saying? All on one album, man. Troy Ave, Mano, and Red Cafe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a lot of hustling to them niggas' music, man. Ty Dolla $ign from the West Coast, and AG from the Digging in the Crates crew. You know what I'm saying? Him and Showbiz usually put albums out together. Showbiz and AG. So yeah, man. No chart facts for this album. No platinum or gold facts for this album right here. But per the streets, yeah, man, it's a classic right here. Like I say, I let the first 5 joints play, and I was feeling them. I was like, ooh, that's this shit right here, nasty. What the hell was I at? Then I thought about it, and I was like, 2015. Yeah, I was in prison. You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't know nothing about it. And when I came home, it was already so much shit for me to catch up on that I didn't get to it until now. Like I said, the first 5 or 6 tracks, banging. I'm calling it a classic already, and I ain't even heard all the rest of the joint. But yeah, man, we're going to definitely put this one in rotation this week and give Papoose his flowers. I would say I would pick up where I left off, but I'm going to start the whole motherfucker over again because them first 4, 5, 6 songs, banging. I got to run them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about, man. That's what we talking about. So big salute to everybody in the comments, man. I'm glad y'all riding with me, man. I'm about to drop the album of the week. Man. Oh, one time for my boy Derek, from the Press Players Club. Big love, fam. You know what I'm talking about? Rockabad say R.I.P. K Slay for helping Papoose get signed to Jive and for shaping his career. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, K Slay. And speaking of prison, man, K Slay, rest in peace, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, K Slay, he kept prison. How can I put this? Basically, look, the straight stunting magazines with the models and bikinis and all that stuff, man. Whoo, bro. The straight stunting magazines was off the chain, bro. You locked up, you had a straight stunting magazine, nigga. You was like a king up in that joint. You was like a king up in that joint. Niggas would give you their whole locker just to read the magazine for an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. K Slade was a legend and a genius for making that shit happen because the magazines was so dope. And they would be thick too. They would be thick, full of models, man. You gotta. I don't know if they still pressing them up, but if they got some throwback copies or something like that, man, get your hands on them, man. Get your hands on them, bro. I'm telling you, man, they gonna come in handy. For real, for real. You know. Let's get into it. Let me drop this down. So, album of the week time. Album of the week. Now, a lot of y'all, when y'all hear my album of the week, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, nah, Dame, that should have, this other one should have been it. That one should." This is special to me. It's special to me. It came out at a time when the life I was living at that time, man, is like it's hella memorable, and I just reminisce on some of the shit that I was listening to. The shit just hit different when you done things and you got a lot of experience. And this was kind of like your score. This was your soundtrack to your life, So saying that to say this, man, here's my album of the week, y'all. One time, man, for that boy Rose, Ricky Ross, Teflon Don, man. This is that joint. 2010. Bro, the shit that I was into around 2010. Yo, what up, Noel? I see you. What's good? That's Pittsburgh tapping in, man. That's PA tapping in. What's good? All right. This album right here came along at a time, man, where I was in the streets, ripping and running up and down I-10, doing what I was doing. And this shit right here stayed in rotation, man. That's why it's my album of the week. Everything from Live Fast, Die Young to MC Hammer, man, to Blowing Money Fast. This was a classic, man. Still is a classic. You know what I'm saying? This is Rick Ross's fourth album, Teflon Don. Let me see if I got the official release date on that joint. Hold up. The official release date on this joint, man, July 20th, 2010. All right. This was on Maybach Music, MMG, Slip and Slide Records, and Def Jam Records. All right. And I had forgot that boy was on Slip and Slide for a hot little minute. Like from the first album, I knew like the first and second was Slip and Slide, but I didn't know he was still on Slip and Slide by this fourth album by Teflon Don. You know what I'm saying? Production. Oh, real quick, Razor Blade say Rick Ross had the tens and the headlock with the consistency. Yes. Rocket Bad say, yeah, time go by fast, man. He was killing their ass back in the day, fam. Ross was killing their ass, and his beats was ridiculous. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. The beats was ridiculous. All right. I'm gonna get into some of the production for this album. DJ Clark Kent. Rest in peace to Clark Kent, man. I saw Clark Kent in Manhattan at SOB's when I think it was a Rakim show. Saigon was there, and Rakim's son was also spitting too. I think his name Tyreek or something like that. But he was spitting. But yeah, Clark was there, and Clark was telling some stories about how him and Rakim had met back in Wyandanch when they was real young and shit, man. So rest in peace to Clark Kent. Man, we miss you, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude was a legend. You know what I mean? All right, more production. Justice League, No ID, Kanye West, and many, many more. Features: Hova, CeeLo Green, TIP, not Q-Tip, T.I. You know what I'm saying? Clifford, what's his name? Clifford Harris, Jadakiss, Gucci Mane, Styles P, Drizzy Drake, many, many more, man. This shit was classic right here. So classic that it peaked at number 2 on the following charts: the Billboard 200, the top R&B and hip hop album charts, and the top rap album charts. You know what I mean? Peaked at number 2 on all of those charts. And it's a certified gold album. I think it may need to be updated because I can only imagine Blowing Money Fast, Maybach Music, Aston Martin Music. Them joints had to make this album sell more than gold. I think it needs to be another count, especially with streaming and everything. And y'all know how that shit go. So yeah, this is my album of the week. Let me point out some of my standout tracks, man. If I was to recommend this album to somebody, the first song I would probably tell them to listen to is the No ID produced Tears of Joy with CeeLo Green. That would probably be the first track I say go listen to. You know what I mean? But this album got so many bangers, man. I'm Not a Star. Somebody Lied. Freemason with Hove. That boy say niggas try to put the devil on me. Rumors of Lucifer. I don't know who to trust. Whole world want my demise. Man, listen. This Freemason with that joint. Comments real quick. Let's go. My boy Rockabad say Tears of Joy is an emotional roller coaster. Slaughterhouse did a version of this song called Truth or Truth that exceeded the original. CeeLo Green is like vocal icing on a song he sing on. Yeah, man, CeeLo Green, that dude. Been that dude ever since I heard him say, I don't recall ever graduating at all. Sometimes I feel I'm just a disappointment for y'all. Ever since I heard him say that, bro, I knew CeeLo Green was special. I knew he was special. And you know how every group has that standout member? I think he is the standout member of Goody Mob. Not because of all the shit that he did, you know, with the Nars Barkley and CeeLo Green and what was that? CeeLo Green and the Soul Family or something like that. I don't know. It was just something about him on the Outkast Southern Playalistic album and on the Soul Food album. He just stood out more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was his ability to rap and sing, but it was definitely something that made him stand out. And I love everybody in the group, in the group. Cujo, Timo, Big Gil. I love everybody, man. But yeah, CeeLo was just that standout guy. You know what I mean? Let's get back to some of these tracks, man. Maybach Music 3 with T.I., Jadakiss, and Erykah Badu. Everybody knows how the story goes. Money and clothes. Hey, that was a banger right there. Live Fast, Die Young with Kanye West. Man, that's a banger right there. We want the old Kanye back, man. We want the old Kanye back. I was definitely feeling super high with Neo on that joint. It's a real vibe, man. You get ready to head out with your chick. You got a little doobie that you trying to, you know, puff on while you on the road. Y'all finna probably go out to eat or go to a happy hour, something like that, man. Look, put it on super high, man. That's that joint. That's produced by Clark Kent. You know what I mean? You can skip the number 1 joint with Diddy and Trey Songz for that reason. Please forgive me. I'm just saying, this is my preference. But MC Hammer with Gucci Mane, Blowing Money Fast, Aston Martin Music, even though Drizzy on there, he represented on that bitch for real. You know what I'm saying? Michelle, what's her name? Chrisette Michelle did her thing on there. All the Money in the World with Raphael Sadiq is definitely one of them bangers from this album. If you had the iTunes version of this, it came with a bonus song called Audio Meth featuring Raekwon. But back in the days when it dropped, man, All the Money in the World was the last song with Raphael Sadiq. You'll love it, man. You'll love it. So if you've never heard this album, I'm highly recommending it, man. Highly recommending it. It is my album of the week. It's a 2 thumbs up. It's a 10 out of 10. You know, all albums that's a 10 out of 10 may not be the same in comparison, but like I said earlier, man, it's the way it felt to me when it came out, and when I play it now, the replay value is just so appreciative. So appreciative, man. It's not quite dated. It's a lot on the album that made a lot of shit that was happening at the time when it released. But when you listen to it, you don't get a dated feeling when you listen to it. You can put it on and it sounds like it just came out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Especially that Live Fast, Die Young, that Tears of Joy. Bruh, I can't even speak enough on this joint right here. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, we're gonna have to do some new counts or recalculate or something. Cause it being gold, I don't know, it just don't sit right with me. It just don't sit right with me. I feel like it's probably platinum by now. You know what I mean? And maybe I should go and check the RIAA website before I did this. But as far as my research goes, I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Without going to go check the RIAA, I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's how we doing it. That's how we doing it, man. That's what's on my playlist for this week. I highly recommend every album. Even the ones I haven't heard, I just have a feeling that they important to the culture. And plus I've heard them mentioned in several conversations, man. And that's the purpose of doing this Back to the Lab, because it's a lot of albums, a lot of artists that don't end up in conversations, man. You know, in some of the most talked about, when you talking about certain MCs, a lot of people don't come up, man. You know, Pap don't come up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Future don't always come up. You know, it'd be like the usual suspects, man. Your Hove, your Nas, your Andre 3000, you know, Scarface and all that stuff. It'd be a lot of other cats, man, that's hella dope. And then the people that contributed to the album, you know, they are dope also. And I think that they deserve their flowers, and I think they deserve to be mentioned as well. You know what I mean? So, whoa, I got a line up, man, for this week, man. So we're going to do a little recap. I'm going to do a little recap, y'all. Let's go. So the first album we celebrated was the 35th anniversary of Edutainment by Boogie Down Productions. Y'all go let that play this week, man. Let that get a lot of burn this week. We also celebrated Jazzmatazz Volume 2, The New Reality by Guru. It's the 30th anniversary. Put that in rotation. We celebrated the debut album from the late, great Big Mo, City of Serb, 25-year anniversary. And rest in peace to Guru, man. You know, I forgot to mention that. Rest in peace to Guru. All right. We celebrated the debut album from Lil Flip, The Leprechaun, 25th anniversary. Keep that one in rotation this week. We celebrated Dirty Sprite 2, aka DS2 by Future, the 10th anniversary. This is his third album. All right. We celebrated Papoose, You Can't Stop Destiny. That's his second album. It's celebrating the 10-year anniversary. And then our album of the week, man, Teflon Don by the biggest boss, Ricky Rose, man. You know what I'm saying? Carol City Cartel. Man, if this ain't a nice little lineup for this week, and I know y'all jamming clips. I know y'all jamming that clips. Some of y'all might be jamming that Travis Scott. I don't know. But squeeze these classics in, man, sometime throughout the week, man. You know what I'm saying? When you want to just kind of switch it up a little bit from the clips or whatever, throw some of these joints on, man. The timing is right. You know, it's the anniversary of these joints, so the timing is right, man. You know, this is the time to get them joints some burn, man. That's what we talking about. So yeah, I love doing this, man. I love doing this. Number one, I get to listen to music that I've never heard before or haven't heard in a long time. And I think what's even more important than that is that I get to bring it to the table and discuss it with y'all, and I get y'all feedback and everything too, man. So doing this, man, it just gives me so much joy and it pleases me in so many ways, man. I love talking hip hop. I know I might be a little ADHD with the shit. Shout out to DM the most. You know what I'm saying? I know I might be a little ADHD with the shit, but I mean, that's what I do, man. And I appreciate y'all rocking. I appreciate y'all tapping in, chiming in, dropping your opinions in the comments. Even when y'all share this content, bro, I can't thank y'all enough, man. This is what it's all about. I love this community. I love the lab techs. This shit is so real. All right. Now, before we get up out of here, man, back to this clips joint, man. Back to this clips joint. Um, Now, y'all know I'm a part of the Hip Hop Commission Worldwide, but I'm also a part of the Press Players Club. It's an interactive vinyl club. It's kind of like a book club, but for music, for vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Once a month, sometime a couple of times a month, we get together. We have an album that we discuss. We invite people out, man. You know, other press players and friends of the players. They come in. You know, we build the place out, drop little Easter eggs, decorate the place based on the theme of the album and everything, man. So saying that to say this, later this month, the last Tuesday of the month, I can't remember the date. Somebody put it in the comments, but the last Tuesday of the month, we will be doing a full-fledged deep dive review on the Clips album, Let God Sort Them Out. And we're going to decorate the place out. It's going to be all kind of, like dope paraphernalia, dope Easter eggs and shit like that, Pyrexes, mock bricks and shit like that. Like we really gonna deck it out. We're gonna bring some vinyl. Y'all see I got the Hell Hath No Fury album right here. So I'm gonna bring some of my vinyl out, decorate the place, and we gonna have a deep dive discussion, man, with the rest of the press players. I wish y'all was here. Fam, the ones that are not in Houston, man, I really wish y'all was here, man, because these press player events that we have, man, they are so dope. They so fun. You get to chop it up with people, that may see things the way you see it and may not, but that's the beautiful part of it, because you get to trade information, man. You get to compare notes, like I was saying earlier, and you might start looking at things from a different perspective after talking to one or a few of the members of the Press Players Club, man. So the shit is so dope, man. So dope what we do. And I just wish y'all was here, man. Please, if I can fly y'all out, man, so y'all can come and sit with us at the Social Status, man, y'all would feel exactly what I'm talking about. But I will go live and try to make sure that I give y'all a first-hand peek at some of the Easter eggs that we drop around the place. And I might even keep it live during some of the discussions, so y'all can hear what we be talking about, man, because the shit is real dope. So shout out to my fam Neek Roots, you know what I'm saying? Curators are dope, everything dope, that's my guy. Shout out to his wife Brandy at Daisies and Pancakes. She do the custom skates and everything. Like she can make some Air Force Ones into some roller skates. Like you bet your ass, you know what I'm saying? You better go check them out. Shout out to Flim Doggy Dog, Flim. He's the DJ and he's the coordinator up there at Be Social, at Social Status. So you got to tap in with the fam, man. Derek Decatur is one of our brothers in the Press Players Club. The little bro Z Wells, man, like it's a big family, man. And it seemed like every week not every week, but every month we getting more and more people that come out and check us out, and they end up joining the crew, man. So the shit is love, man. The shit is so butter. Derek says it's on the 29th of this month. Okay, bet. So yeah, on the 29th, y'all got a little time. You got a little time. So if for some reason you pull a rabbit out of hat and you end up in H-Town on the 29th of this month, please, man, ride with me over to the Social Status. Join in on the discussion of the Clips new album, Let God Sort Them Out. Y'all gonna love it, man. You'll love it. You'll see the Easter egg. You'll see the decorations. Everything that you'll see around, it means something, you know what I'm saying? In reference to the album. Everything you see, it means something. We not just dropping shit up in there that's really irrelevant. Like everything is relevant to the theme of the album. So I just wish y'all was here. I can't really beg y'all enough to come down, to Houston, Texas on the 29th of this month, man. For real, for real. Did I have it? Oh, boom. New Back to the Lab merch, man. New Back to the Lab merch. I don't think a lot of y'all understand when I be making the stories and everything. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. But listen, I'm trying to get y'all to pre-order. So when I go and press up, I press up exactly what I need, because if you ask me, I don't really mind having a few leftovers, but share she's really into uh making it count, man. When you make the order, everybody get their side, everybody get what they need, and we not really left with nothing. Sometimes I like having a few pieces left over. It's just kind of like a little reminder of all the designs and all the colorways that we put out and everything. So yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, I mean, we got the paid in full theme Back to the Lab shirt, man. If you haven't seen it on my page, man, go to my page, check it out. They're gonna be in black and they're gonna be in white. You know what I'm saying? But I got the theme from it. I got the inspiration from Eric B and Rakim paid in full album cover. So I'm coming with the money green, the gold, and you can get it on black or white. Man, listen, DM me, tell me your size, let me know where you at, where you located, so I can, give you an estimate on the shipping prices. But the shirts are $30. Get with me, man. Rep. Show everybody that you repping for the lab. You know what I'm talking about? Show everybody that you rep the lab, that you are an official lab tech. You feel me? Rock with us, man. And the bread is going to a serious cause, man, because it keeps things like this going. You know what I mean? The traveling and the content that I get from different places, man, I'm telling you, all of that is going to a very good cause. I keep the content coming for y'all due to the likes and the shares and the follows and everything. It seems like people are really, really digging what we do at Back to the Lab. And I can't thank y'all enough, man. I appreciate it big time. So that's what I'm saying, man. The proceeds of the merch and everything, man, is going to a good cause. It's not for me to ball and drink Hennessy and smoke 3.5s of OG Kush and all that shit. No. It's to keep the movement going. You feel me? And based on the feedback that I've been getting, man, from the people, it really looked like people digging what we do. So I just want to keep this shit coming for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we here for, man. That's what we here for. Before we get up out of here, if it's anybody out there, man, that want, throw something in the comment real quick, man. I don't want to leave, and somebody got something important to put out there, man. So if you got anything you want me to promote or, put out there, throw it in the comments real quick, man. We'll put your comment up on the screen, man, so everybody know what you got going on. Shout out to all my fam that's been tapping in today, especially, but pretty much, over this whole tenure of what I've been doing, man. Cats like Razor Blade, cats like Rocker Bash, man. Yo, my sister be tapping in, Kev be tapping in, Poncho, DM the most, like, my whole squad, man. Hip Hop Commission, Rich Notch, Triborough, man, Aztec De Niro. Oh, and Aztec De Niro just finished filming his movie, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Matter of fact, I think I might have him on the show so he can promote it. You know what I'm saying? Ray Lansky with the whole You Gotta series out there in New Jersey. Freddie, the focal spot. Man, we got a big family, man, and they all over the country, all over the world. The Fifth Element Hip Hop Podcast, Ray Sun, OT from the D, DJ Slim, like so many people, man. I be forgetting to name people sometime. Chateau, Bump Jonas out of KC. It's crazy, man. If I left anybody out, it wasn't on purpose, man. It wasn't on purpose. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is Back to the Lab. I'm glad y'all tapped in. I'm your kinfolk DMR. Y'all know what we do here, man. We celebrate classic hip-hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in a cashmere sweater. Hey, man, I love y'all. Make sure y'all tapping in daily, but make sure you're back here on Monday, 8 p.m. Central. And don't forget, Wednesday, the Back to the Lab show on Bangin' 832 Radio is going down from 6 to 7. The albums that we talked about here today, I'll be playing some joints from these albums on Wednesday. You got to go to www.bangin, BANGIN, 832.com. Bangin832.com. Press play. 6 p.m. Wednesday, man, is going down. You know what I'm talking about? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. We up out of this joint, all right? You heard me? Shout out to Brooklyn, man.